Alright, hey, what's up guys? So, wanted to do kind of a quick video to showcase, I kind of talked about it a couple of videos ago and a couple of people have been talking about it in the comments, but I was going to make a video showing the flawed or defective Yeezys that I've gotten. And so every pair here has at least one flaw, and some of them are small, they're not that big a deal that I live with. Obviously I wear all of these except for the 750s. Alright, so we'll start either. So these are my turtle doves, obviously. They have been very worn, but they're honestly one of my favorite pairs of 350. So the flaw with these lies in the toe box. I guess I should, well, I'll show you. So I'll show you on the Pirate Blacks very well. So the pattern is different from side to side, kind of like all these squiggly lines. Like if there is a pattern to it. So anybody who can legit check Yeezys, that's kind of one of the ways to tell is by the flow of this pattern. The boost is honestly another way to tell, but the pattern is something you can just tell right off the bat. It's not the same. But we're gonna focus on what people call the eyes. And once I point them out to you, they kind of just stick out like a sore thumb. So these are called the 8s or the eyes or whatever. And so they're on the toe box right here. And then they're kind of like these 3 lines that kind of proceed down from it. And then you get kind of like these 2 rows of lines. It's, like I said, it's hard to tell. It's easier actually to tell on the turtle doves, and we can kind of go there. But anyways, so what the flaw is that the toe box pattern doesn't show that. Like it's as if the middle stitching starts here, and then you get this as the toe box. And normally people really don't care / can't tell, but and this, I guess I'll back up and say that really affects larger sizes. These are a size 13, and it affects that. These are a size 12.5, and we don't see that here. So it is sizing based. So on larger sizes where you see that. I've honestly seen it on sizes as low as 12 on the turtle doves. All right, so yeah, don't be alarmed if you see it on your pair, like, and the reason that it matters, like I said, I don't really care. I like the shoe regardless, but the way that people can tell if these are real or not is by looking at the toe box. So if somebody that doesn't know a lot will instantly look for the eyes, and if they don't see them, they're like, oh, well, they're fake. And these aren't, and I can kind of point out to you that these are like the 8 on this one. You can kind of barely see there. You kind of see the top of it. And so it's just probably stitched in under this. And you can also see the 8 like creeping in just right before that stitch. So you'll see it there. And so you even on the worst pairs, you'll still see some of the 8. So larger sizes, 14s, 15s, all that. I mean, it's even more apparent. I've heard that it's a factory flaw. I mean, whether that's 100% accurate, I don't know. I have seen some 13s that are perfect, and you see the 8s in the eyes, and it looks like the most, kind of like your more conventional pair. But like I said, I don't care. But as we'll see, that flaws kind of just run in the family, I guess you can say. So we're gonna move on. So that's turtle dove. We're gonna move on to the Pirate Black. These are the second release, or the Pirate Black. Sorry, no. These are the first release. I got them when they restocked, but got sent the first release, if that makes sense. So these are style code AQ2659, which is different, which is the first release when they first came out, and then the second release has a BB style code, so whatever. But the flaw on these is that it's in the left shoe, and once again, once I point it out to you, it's probably gonna stick out like a sore thumb. So they use something to poke out the eye holes for the shoelaces. All these holes, they use some kind of press or something to cut it. But if you look right there, you can see that the material, it's actually, I believe, like a leather that was cut out, got accidentally sewn back into the shoe. So if you look at it like head on, it's right here. It's a little bit hard to tell, but on feet, you really can't tell. People have like seen my shoes and they've noticed them, and they've never been like, whoa, what's that? And I actually posted on a forum, and this is kind of funny because I was like, anybody else's have like this weird circle sewn into the side? And they thought I was talking about this, and I thought that was really funny. But I was like, no, I'm not talking about that. Like, I got this weird circle. Look at my hands, sorry. I got this weird circle sewn into the side, so it's right there. I actually emailed and like called Adidas. I mean, I didn't know what I was expecting. I guess I expected him to care or something, but no, they really didn't. They just offered me, I think, like 20% off my next order. I was like, you know, they're like, well, you can do that, or we can like, you can send them back and refund it, and we'll refund you. And I was like, no, I'll keep them. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, just something weird sewn into the side. So, whatever. It is what it is. And hold on, something just... Alright, sorry about that. I got a notification that, like, Primeknit City Socks restocked on End, but of course they didn't have my size, so... Whatever. Okay, so we'll go on to the V2s. I just got these, so, like, when I was, like, complaining about Defective Yeezys, like, I didn't even have the V2s yet, so... This one's not that bad, and I don't even really care. Like, I just know, I know what to expect now. But on this one, the like stitching that goes along the bottom, you'll see that white stitching right there just comes up into the toe box down. Here, let me resituate it. Like right here. So there's just some like scraggly stitching, and you know, I don't really care. Like I said, it's not that major on this one. This one's very nitpicky, and like I said, I just included it just to include it. I don't care that much about it. It's almost impossible to tell on feet, so I don't really care. But just another example of like Yeezy not having that, like, the quality, you know, that we would expect from a perfectionist. Now, I know he's not in the factory making any of these, but you know, I was just hoping for a little bit better. And then last and definitely not least is the gray gum glow-in-the-dark 750s. And these, I mean, I feel like everybody and their mom had this defect, but it's the glue spots on the toe box. Luckily, mine's not that bad. And if you like brush the suede the right way, it just kind of like seems to blend in a little bit more. But, you know, whatever. Not so much of a bummer on that. Like I said, a lot of people got it worse than I did, so it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna try to wrap this. So I'm gonna wrap this video up now, and then,